Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, this could be your energy or it could be the other person's. Okay? Now, what we have here is the letter, the mice, and the scythe. So, beginning with the mice, I feel like there could be a lot of anxieties, a lot of issues that have been eating away at you with regards possibly to a communication or having to do with communication. These can be, these issues can be things that you've put off for a long, long time, and maybe they have become bigger and created a huge mess. Maybe it could feel chaotic. Typically when the mice shows up, it is a reminder for you to get a handle on whatever it is that's been stressing you out before it gets too far out of control. So it is telling you to identify and deal with these frustrations and annoyances and or anything you've been putting off or letting pile up. Because if you continue to ignore them, they're only going to get worse. So the mice are saying, take care of it now. So I feel like this is what needs to be cut out with the scythe, because the scythe typically indicates something bad that's got to be cut out. And what's bad here are all of these things you've been letting pile up. So it's clearing things away with the scythe to allow for new growth. And that's what you need to do. Okay. Now this has to do with the letter. So this can be some type of written communication that is eating away at you, or it is something that you may feel that you need to do something. You may feel you need to communicate with someone. Whatever it is sent with intention. If it was already sent in the past and that is what is annoying you, it could be that the intention was not good in the past and there has been a change of mind. Okay. The eye. So the eye is somebody either being watched or watching, paying close attention. It could be that you are taking a closer look at something. You could be curious about something, someone. This has to do with the magician. So whoever's watching is watching from a darkened place. So they're watching, they're hiding. Okay. Things are not as they appear. There's something this person wants to manifest, okay, with the magician. They have an idea, and I do feel it is connected with communication. It is connected to clearing away or getting to the bottom of something that has been annoying them, frustrating them, eating away at them, something that they've been keeping contained that they need to speak up about with the chicken here. The chicken is about finding one's voice. So they have this idea, but every time they attempt or think of attempting to do it, it's like they become paralyzed. They could feel an unseen threat. They don't really know what it is. Well, what it is behind you. Okay, so because the Eight of Swords happens from a traumatic experience that one has had in their past, and when they're faced with a similar experience, it causes them to become paralyzed and imagine, and all kinds of bad things could happen, you know. Things that most likely would never occur. Beneath that, we have the Empress, the Two of Swords, and of course the Two of Swords. So this Two of Swords here speaks to a longing. Somebody is longing for a new beginning. Now, the other two, a decision needs to be made, okay? With regards to something you're longing for, but the status quo will need to be upset before events can move forward. The Two of Swords is about reason, but the moon in the background here and the sea shows that intuition is going to play a role in this decision as well. The card tells you that to make your decision, you will have to use everything at your disposal. That's what it's telling you. The Raven, there's actually two. So the ravens will represent thought and memory. And so you're going to have to rely on past experience and logic as well as your intuition. So the blindfold lets you know that you don't know everything. And you probably won't before you actually take that action that you're very afraid to take. Okay? Once you have all the facts that you can gather, then you must rely on intuition to know just how you are actually going to wield those swords, or in effect, how you are going to decide when it comes to your situation. So this is a situation that you may have left or felt you were escaping from in the past because of the swords that you carried, which are here. So because of these fears. Now you want to go back. You're wondering if you can bring this back to life. You did not take the opportunity in the past for this new beginning or to speak your truth. But it is something you need to do to make amends, to make something right. So here you are, you or they, whoever this is, in the Hanged Man energy. Okay, it's important you note the image. Okay. So this is about being in limbo and having to wait for something. So in this position, you can be feeling uncomfortable and even somewhat panicky during this process. But it does and ultimately will end with revelation, which is good news, right? So right now you need to figure something out, to see something, perhaps to see a situation from a different point of view, from a different position. Releasing control and adapting to circumstances is going to help you to gain a deeper understanding that you could not have had or gained otherwise. You should not try to fight this process, okay, of just hanging around waiting. Don't try to fight that, because it is happening for a reason. Accept that you cannot know what will happen, or even what exactly this experience is about, because that knowledge is like the books in the house that you see through the windows. Okay? Inaccessible to you at this moment. But the more that you're going to relax, breathe, and observe both the world around you and your inner workings, then the more easily the moments are going to pass, or these moments here of waiting, of limbo. And although I say limbo, something is being understood. It is essential that if you want this gift of insight and understanding that is promised by this card, and that is represented by the sunlight streaming through the trees and the hands in the water. Let me show you the image again. There's the sun, the hands in the water. You're to view this time, okay, as a gift. Even if you have to sacrifice your comfort zone to earn it, okay, this is what the card is about. It's the message. There's an obstacle between you and perhaps gaining this understanding, because you're looking again towards sunlight. Again, I see a reflection of the sun here. You might feel that everything is against it, but it's like you're not going to get your answers until you actually take action. You see, this Knight of Wands is speeding. He's taking action. Knights are movement. They take action. In order to gain upper ground, to get ahead in this, you have to take the action. And for that, you're going to have to go in with that blindfold on. You're going to have to go with the information you have, like they said, plus your intuition, because you're not going to know it all when you take that action. All right. You're not sure, exactly what you're going to get. Well, that's it, because you're not sure of what you're going to receive, perhaps, from your efforts, but you are curious. This is somebody being curious about another. They are struggling with their fears, because they're struggling, wrestling kind of back and forth with the Nine of Swords. So we climbed from an 8 to a 9. It's almost like as this unavoidable event is approaching, and it is unavoidable, believe me, it has to be done. It's going to happen. And as it approaches, it's like they get a little more afraid, okay? Because they don't believe enough in themselves that they can obtain it, you see. There's a habit or a pattern of thinking the worst for this person, coming from a chaotic experience that they did have in their past. Oh, and so here they sit in the Four of Cups with this, oh my God, the Lovers in the reverse. Look at that underneath it. And how to get past that obstacle. The obstacle is their fear and their lack of belief. That's what the obstacle is. And that is heavily on their mind. They want to take the Lovers reverse and turn it around. Beautiful card. And you know what? They have the information. I feel like they have the key. They just have to believe. So they're sitting there and they're worried about the obstacle and getting, what is the obstacle? How do I remove this obstacle? And it's like, geez, they're unhappy with their life, feeling like there's just got to be more than this. They're so focused on what didn't work and what might go wrong. They're just keeping themselves here, and they're keeping themselves here, and just creating more heartache, more pain. But look behind them on the shelf. Look. There's a cup. It's lit up. If they would but turn and look. There's knowledge there. My goodness. Feeling alone. That's that woe is me energy. I mean, if you're unhappy in your circumstances, then you can change it. But you have to choose to change it. So this is somebody that they are absolutely in love with, completely devoted to, would do anything for, would do anything for. And this is where change happens. This is a sudden realization with the wildflowers. It's where something suddenly blooms. It is a past love returning, an awakening with regards to a past person. It is enlightenment. The Page of Cups is about feelings, expressing. It's about having a romantic interest in someone. This can be the one that got away. There needs to be a decision for the future having to do with this person and with you and them moving together. Now, the Tower is coming in. So the Tower is that shake-up. Okay, again, both of these cards, upper and lower, speak to sudden realizations, a rude awakening. Okay, and with the Tower, it's like, okay, here he is sitting down in the dumps, feeling sorry for himself. He actually has the information to get out. He's just choosing not to look there. He's looking at what could go wrong, And so the Tower comes in and says, well, it's time for you to look. Okay, it's time for you to see. The Tower says, get ready to move or be moved. That's what it says. Whatever this is that's coming in, that's going to shake this person up, it is unavoidable. So don't even bother trying to fight it, okay? If you've been feeling trapped, and you or them, well, you're about to be released. The Tower speaks to a forceful clearing up of pent-up energy, and it comes in like a lightning strike. It forces somebody to see. And in this case, it is a chance to wipe the slate clean, to actually speak up, to have that communication, to have that talk, to say what they want to say, to have that new beginning. Wipe the slate clean and start again. And if indeed they need to make amends for a wound that they may have caused, in the Justice card here, we see somebody with a wounded head here. then it would be time to make amends. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.